Hi there. I have had the camera set up for quite some time, but I've just been kind of like sitting with myself for a second and trying to figure out what I want to do. I just thought that I would go live because this is how I was going to spend my night. And you guys always seem to like when I talk about or make videos about my bullet journaling. And so I thought that I would just kind of set up the camera while I plan some things out. I'm trying to mute myself. So the way that I have my camera set up, I can't really read the screen for comments. So I am pulling up my laptop to the side right now so that I can see if anyone joins and is trying to talk to me and to make sure that you guys can kind of see what's going on here. It looks a bit bright. It looks a bit bright on the computer, but not on. Hi, I'm like really close to the camera. Okay, so here's what I got going on. I have kind of been slacking with my bullet journaling in the past month or two just because I've been traveling so much and it's been so crazy for me for the past couple months. So normally I have a whole bunch of other stuff that I do in my bullet journal, and I'll do like extra things in between and extra journaling, and this is like my month ahead, so like you can even tell I was slacking here and here. My November favorites, so back in November was kind of where I started to slack off a bit, and I have, let's see, and then hold on, let me go back. December I did this little thing with my Color Mage Oracle over on Instagram Live, and then just this little simple December beginning, and then I made a very simple. I like my calendars to be really clean and simple. Even though to some this might not seem clean and simple, if you go back and kind of look at some of my other bullet journals, it looks like really crowded. So I've simplified my monthly spreads like a ton. And this was December, so we still have a few days left. Michaela's birthday is in 2 days, and she turns 16, and I cannot believe that. Oh my gosh, Skylar's here. What up? What up, Skylar? So yeah, I've been filming all day, and I'm like super tired. But I was gonna sit down and kind of plan out my January spread, and I thought I would just pop it live. I have this taped here just because it's my December favorites, and for whatever reason, I wanted to keep that to myself. I don't know if I'm going to be filming a December favorite video just because I don't know, you guys seem to really like it, but I feel like I missed November's and December went by so fast that I think I might just skip it and start fresh in January. Um, Nikki says, "Oh, I ordered the color mage, just received a message today and refund. The order can't be processed since the creator is homeless." What? What? No way. Nikki, really? You this is tea. What? I I just recently ordered mine, so I must have gotten it like right before this. That was a lovely shot of my double chin, by the way. Hi, Angie. Hi, everyone who's joining me right now. I literally just got this like a month ago. I can't believe that. I'm gonna have to look more into it. Yes, it's all that it said in the message on Etsy. He even stated it on his Etsy page, urgent on top. I'm gonna definitely go and take a look at that because that is news to me. That is crazy. So, anyways, that is that is the info. I feel so bad. Okay, so this was a little page that I had like did at the end of December. I just cut this out of a magazine and I found this really sweet kind of writing. I think I found this on Pinterest and I just kind of completed this page and did a little bit of like collage, I don't know, art, I guess. It was pretty simple. I just felt creative that day. And so here's where my January spread is going to start as far as the artwork goes. Normally, what I do is, let me go back to past month. Let me go back to past month. We'll go to November. So normally I will do like a piece of artwork here that's real simple that has like watercolor, and then November or December's was like this. But I was trying to manifest an opportunity for George about 3 or 4 days ago. And, oh, here it is, the 20th. Exactly, the 20th. So I had wrote this out on a piece of paper. I'm not going to share this, but I really wanted that to be right here to the start of the new year. He had an opportunity come about, and I was just really trying to kind of like focus my energy on having that come to fruition. So I'm going to keep that here, but it also is general enough to where I really liked it for starting off the year. So even though it was towards George and his opportunity, I thought the way that I wrote it was really nice to just start the year off. I'm gonna do actually the calendar spread first and then come back and maybe do some watercolor art, or maybe even just use my pens that I got for Christmas and kind of write out January. But I have this old vintage card. I actually have a ton of these cards that my grandma gave me, I think. And it has a bunch of roses or like vintage flowers on there. Let's see if I can pull any more out. And I love to send them to people as like thank you cards. Or, you know, just like if I'm writing a card, they're really pretty. But I love the vintage illustrations on them. So I think I'm going to use this rose and cut it out and somehow put it around this moth and then kind of put January 2019 or something. I'm just going to use this in that on that design page, I think. But I would like to go and do the calendar spread first. Now, I am so OCD and this drives me absolutely crazy that I did this, but I was super tired the other night and I blocked out. So I took this paper that I get from the Witch's Moon box and I cut it out and put it on the left side here and up here where I was going to put like January. And then over here, I mapped out my January favorites. But I have like an order to things. And I just messed up my order by doing it like this. And I'm so mad that I almost want to rip it out. But I'm not going to let my OCD get the best of me. And what I mean by that is like, so see here, I did November spread, which was I always put this back here now because a lot of the times like this will bleed through or it needs more support, and it's kind of nice to have like the two-tone for the calendar spread. But it always goes the calendar and then the favorites. And every single month since I've had a bullet journal, that's how it's gone. And it's really, really bothered me. So this was December beginning. Here's the calendar spread and then the favorites video. But I like posted this page down and then posted this page down the opposite way. You guys can see what's going on here, and this is driving me absolutely insane that it's out of order. Yeah, 2019, the year of letting go of structures. Yeah. And hey, Angie. Hi, everyone who's coming in. It's going to be really hard for me to read every single comment like I normally do. But yeah, so I just have it set up real weird and I have my laptop open. So I'll try and read as many comments as possible. But I'm going to pull the top of that off. But anyways, just my OCD, man. But yeah, you're right. A new sign for a new year. So I already kind of mapped this out. I kind of keep it the same every year. I like to take notes as the month goes on for my favorites video, but it's also just really nice to take a look back at previous years to see, or previous months to see what I was into or what movies I saw or what kind of magic happened, something like that. So what I'm going to promo that month, or a shout out of videos maybe I've been watching or someone that I've really been connecting to, things like that. And then this is where I plan my videos out. But it always goes after the calendar. But anyways, I'm gonna have this blank page here. I think I'm gonna be taking my 4-card, no, it's a 5-card reading that I just filmed for 2019's like general energy reading for Ethany's 31 Days of Tarot. I've been pre-filming and recording videos, and day number 1 is the like a general overview reading, and I did my reading and I want to put the cards here, I think, to do that, but I'll do that another day. So without further ado, I think I want to what does it say? Looks like a cool deck on your desk. Balloons. I think you're talking about the Color Mage Oracle we were just talking about here. It does kind of look like balloons from far away. It's kind of like a drippy, I don't know, artsy looking honeycomb, but it just has color on the back, and I really, really like that. So, I actually think, oh, I'm so upset. Okay, let me go, and I think I'm going to cut this out to start. These are the pens that I got from George as one of my Christmas gifts, and I am obsessed with them. They're fine tip, which is really great because I already have these like fatter tipped markers that I use a lot for bullet journaling and for art and stuff. But these are like a ton of fine tip markers, and they're like really, really fine tip. So I'm really excited. I was just sketching with them last night. I posted this picture, but I was just messing around with them, and I this was like sketching out a little Spyro dude. I love Spyro, and I just got the like updated version for the PlayStation from my brother for Christmas. So I've been all about Spyro, and I was just messing around with these pens to see kind of like if they blended or what they worked like. They didn't bleed all that much, and I put a lot of ink down on the page, so I might be using these. But anyways, how was everybody's holiday? How did everybody go if you celebrate Christmas? Or how was your Yule? Or are you looking forward to the new year? What is going on? I think I will come back later and watch this as I will be getting interrupted by all. Bye, Shy Witch. Thanks for joining us. I think I'm just going to start off with kind of cutting out. Now, do I want to cut out? I think I'm going to just keep there like a white border around the outside to see. And I think I might break up the leaves. This is very therapeutic for me. I know that a lot of people love bullet journaling, but they don't feel like they have like the artistic skills or time to be able to set aside to kind of like put a lot of energy into it. So like pre-done planners are a better way to go for them, and I totally get that. And it's some months I feel the same way, but this just gives me like a creative outlet to be able to express myself, to kind of take time for myself, and you know, really set up my intentions for the month, and just to have fun, I guess. I basically have been bullet journaling without realizing that it was bullet journaling my whole life, because I always had like a sketchbook and a journal, and I would list out things in the same book that I carried around with me all over, and I have bins full of journals with basically I've been doing this forever is what I'm getting at. So it's something that's kind of just ingrained in me, and I find that like my mood is a lot better. Even if I'm not necessarily using my bullet journal every day, just like taking time every month to kind of set it up is something that feels really good for me. I'm someone that like has a ton going on inside my head all the time. My Gemini brain like needs to express itself through things like this. So do you guys all? Angie said I had a good one, spent it with family and friends, and my baby sister got engaged. Yay for your baby sister. That's so sweet. Congrats to your baby sister. That's super cute. Okay, let's just see how this fits on the page. I have a feeling that where I put this moth sticker, I might have to break up this like picture that I'm bringing out. Like I might have to cut here and put the leaves somewhere else and the rose in another place, but we'll just see how this kind of sets on the page. All right. I love roses. Ooh, this is kind of cool. The only thing, I kind of imagined it being like offset. It's kind of cool to have it like connect to the moth. But the only thing I don't like is this leaf here. So maybe I will kind of don't necessarily like this leaf. So maybe I can cut this here. Or I can cut it here and kind of place it up top and cut this here. No, I think I'm going to cut this off. Okay, and I think I'm going to come up here like this. It's kind of funny, huh? I guess I could do some doodles like throughout here and kind of put January here, like 2019 January. It almost looks like this moth. Is it kind of hokey? I don't know. I think this moth kind of looks like it's holding up this rose, which is kind of cute. I think I'm just gonna do that. I like it. Cut the one leaf. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that, but I think I did what you were hoping I would do. That looks amazing in my opinion. Thank you, Angie. Thanks, babe. All right, let's see. This is the kind of tape that I like to use for bullet journaling. I get it from Staples and it's like double-sided. It says permanent on here, like, and it means business. It is like permanent. Once you glue it down there, if you try to rip it up, it's gonna destroy everything that it's touching. Glue tape, and so it's like double-sided and it just rolls on, which makes it really nice for things like this that, you know, I don't want to show, but sometimes I just don't really like using regular glue if I can avoid it for whatever reason. I'm not a fan. I don't think it works well, and especially in a book that I'm constantly turning the pages, I feel like the edge of things like kind of curl up on me. So I like using this, but you have to be real careful where you put it. At least this specific brand, because I've actually used like roll tapes like this that don't work as well. And you just kind of, it's a bit expensive. Like it is and it isn't. It's expensive for like glue tape goes, I guess, but it's not really like, you know, draw out all your savings expensive. It's probably like $1 more than what you would use to get like, you know, a regular double-sided stick tape. But I think to me, it's worth it. Something that I won't compromise on. Okay, I'm just making sure that, because I kind of did it a little messy. And I'm telling you, like, if any of this is hanging over the edge and like this page sticks to it, it's going to be so hard to unstick it. So, and with that, it's like a decal or something. You have to really make sure you know where you're going to want to place it. Don't touch yet. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's over a little bit too much. Okay. Good to go. I'll show you guys in a second. So that's what it looks like. It is so bright on my computer. Is the picture looking super, super bright for you guys on YouTube? Because my phone looks like it's normal. But on my computer, for whatever reason, like this whole thing is all washed out and it's like super bright. So just let me know and I can try to adjust it somehow with the lighting there. So I actually really liked how December looked, where it's just like pen and that I had like color on this side. Even though I'm keeping this here, I think I want to keep this like really, really simple. And I just want to think here what I want to do. I definitely want, it looks good on here. Okay, good. I think it's just the brightness on my computer where I'm trying to read comments is like turned up so much that it's making it hard to see. Is this my fine tipped marker that works well? Questionable. Tis questionable. That one is questionable. Is that the same one I just put away? That one works a little bit better. Okay. See, there was some tape there. Okay. Let's try and sketch out where I want January to be. I don't typically put the year next to the month, but just because it's the beginning of a new year. Wait, where's December's? I'm gonna put 2019 on it and probably do a little bit of doodles just because I'm feeling fancy. How do I want to write January? See, this is where it's like people, I'm sure, are probably watching the playback of this or live like, yeah, this is too much for me, but this is just relaxing and really fun for me to do. So I think I'm going to put 2019 up here, but I'm going to draw January first. I'm trying to sketch out how I want it to. Do I like that? Do I like that? I'm not sure if I like that. We'll see. Let's just... I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's super relaxing to watch creativity happen. Like normal, between the roses and leaves. Yeah, that's... I don't know if you guys can see what I sketched out, where it says January. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a super big fan of the way I wrote January, but you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it and I'll make it more fun. Or super elongated J filling out the page. That's what I was thinking. And then like keeping January. Yeah, I feel like it's the J that's bothering me. Okay, Nikki. Let's see if I can make this. I might kind of adjust the rest of January too. Or maybe I can make... Ooh, yeah, okay. That looks super cool, huh? That looks way... I can barely see it. I think it looks okay. Okay, here, look. You guys see now what I did? I think I like it a lot better with the long J. I think that's how I'm going to keep it. Because I don't want to stress over it too much. Good job, Nikki. I love it. When you guys see me blacken it with the black, you'll see it better. Good suggestion, Nikki. Okay. Oh yes, I like it better this way. Good, Angie, because me too. And I already just blocked it in pretty much. So there's like a little fly. Okay. Honestly, I don't feel like I have horrible handwriting, and I feel like I am creative in the way that I approach handwriting, but I've never really tried to learn like calligraphy. I know like a few tricks and tips here with, shadowing certain things, but it's always something that I have been a little bit more insecure about when it comes to art or, kind of doing things like this, is that I feel like I'm very artistic and skilled in drawing and all that, but handwriting and lettering is just, I haven't learned enough or spent enough time to kind of, I don't know, I guess maybe I'm just like have really high expectations because I follow these really crazy dedicated Instagram accounts from like doing a ton of like these really intricate calligraphy words, and I feel like I should be able to do that. Oh, I'm going risky business here and trying to erase the pencil marks before I know if the ink is dried all the way, but rebel. Oh yeah, see, I just smeared a little bit, but whatever. I'm sure there's somebody at home though that's gonna look at what I'm doing and feel the same thing about, you know, how I feel about people doing crazy calligraphy. So it's all relative, right? All right, so this is what I have right now. I kind of want to just go and add like a few little details, nothing crazy. I don't know what yet. Maybe I'll look something up real quick. But I want to keep it pretty simple because I really like that, and I don't really want to spend too much time on it. Yay, I'm not crazy chatty, but chilling at my desk, watching and listening and tidying up the desk a bit is what Nikki said. Angie said, I want to start mine for January too, maybe this Sunday after the rush of Saturday at work. As long as you love it, it's all that matters. Yeah. Man, I just finished my tea. I'm kind of bummed about that. Okay, let me take a second here. I also have this from the Witch's Moon. I don't know if you can see it. It's that leaf that come with it. Watercolor splashes, maybe pink, ochre, and grayish green. I was thinking about adding watercolor to it. But if I do, then I'm gonna wait to pull out the watercolor for it. Like, I don't want to pull out the watercolor set yet. Like, I'll go back and add it to it. I was thinking about just doing, yeah, maybe I can just keep it simple and just put a little bit of color here, maybe a little here, and then call it a day. But I didn't want to pull out my watercolor yet, so I was kind of trying to avoid that. Even though I have this little, I have my little travel dirty set here, I could just kind of whip up real quick. I think I'm going to wait. Let's move on to the calendar, and I'll pull out the watercolor later. I don't even know if I'll film that part, but we'll leave that good for now. I already did this section, so let's dive into the calendar. This, I freaking drew on here on accident, and I can't believe I did that. So irritating. At the end, maybe, yes. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm trying to be more efficient. So let's see. I want to get my ruler out. I really like the way that I set up my bullet journal every year, or every month, so I'm definitely going to be referencing back to like the proportions from December. Let's see. And just kind of mapping it out there. But I need to see January's calendar. Did I map January's calendar? Did I go all the way to January? Oh no, I didn't. I just went, oh wait. I did. Because I started, oh, I did, okay. So it starts on a Tuesday, and it ends on a Thursday, and there needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. 5 weeks, starting on a Tuesday. Let me put this marker here so I can reference back, because I'm going to forget that. There needs to be 5 weeks, which is what I'm normally used to doing. So I'm just going to be literally talking to myself basically for a little bit. Okay, so let me, yeah, it's going to get kind of boring probably for a second, but so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 in. 1, 2 in is where I start. And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So every 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I just do that wrong? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did do that wrong. So I have 4 weeks right now, is that right? Yeah. Okay, just make sure that's right. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna map out that. Let me see where it stops, because I don't necessarily want to have, oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, so it stops on a Thursday, that's right, okay. So I really only have to go over 2. Okay. So what I did there. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of block this out. My pen, and hopefully I don't mess it up. And if I do, I'll figure it out, which is the fun of bullet journaling. Unless you do like I did with this, whatever. We're not going to talk about it again. But yeah, I mess up all the time in my bullet journal, and I think that it holds a lot of people back from wanting to start their own bullet journals, is like that perfectionist tendencies, or like seeing people's bullet journals and they look like so professional and perfect, and all the layers you see a lot of the times are because there's like mistakes underneath, or I literally mess up all the time in my bullet journal, and I just make the best of it, and I'll turn this into something, or I'll cover it up with a sticker, or I'll do something with it. But that's kind of the beauty of bullet journaling, is you just kind of have to like go with the flow and figure it out, and sometimes it's easier to kind of cover up your mistake than others. And sometimes it's easier to let go of the mistake than other times. But, I definitely don't think it should be something that holds somebody back from starting a bullet journal, because, what I like to say is, because I do have pretty clean artwork and pretty clean, like, bullet journal and stuff like that. But if you want to be inspired by just creating and being messy, you can look up Molly Herspeak's Roberts, sorry, her channel, and look at some of her artwork, and it's like messy and beautiful and chaotic, and definitely inspiring to people who, don't want to mess up their art. They want it to look perfect right away, because her art does look perfect, but it's a messy, chaotic perfect. So yes. I'm trying to not forget about only having 2 of these here, so I'm doing this a bit weird. And my pen is dying. Okay. So, does anybody else, I know Angie says she wants to start her bullet journal. Hi, Veronica. I love that Color Mage Oracle too. Yes, I know, it's like my new baby for 2019. I cannot wait to dive in more with it and to see all the lovely things I can do. If you guys saw a video that I posted on my Instagram live that I did, I think it was Instagram live, and then I posted it here. I used the Color Mage Oracle to kind of intuitively pick my color palette for this little illustration thing that I did, that's very like reminiscent of like Sacred Creators Oracle kind of thing. But I am so excited to see all the fun things I can do with that deck. And Nikki just told me that the creator can't make any more decks because he's homeless or something. I don't know. This is new information to me, and I'm gonna look it up for sure. But I am right now not really able to talk too much or look at comments because I'm trying to grid out the calendar portion. But I was so excited, and Sammy inspired me to use it in her way on Insta. Bummed that the order got canceled. I'm sorry, Nikki. And I know that I'm not really aware of where the camera is, so I think you kind of keep getting side shots of like my nose that's really close up and like my glasses. So I apologize for that. If you're seeing any gross pimples or anything on my face, and it's like super close up, but you know, did the best I could with setting up this camera display. Um, you could always make your own, Nikki. I know that sounds super weird, but like it's just color, with the little keywords. I mean, you could totally make that deck. So I really want to start bullet journaling. It seems relaxing and a good creative outlet. Yeah, Savannah, I really, really enjoy it. I know that there's a lot of people out there that if they do bullet journal, it's like really simple because they don't have time or the energy to kind of put aside to do this. But for me, it's really important to make time because a lot of the times if I get really busy throughout the month, I might not be able to do anything artistic at all. And that's just not okay for me in my brain. Let's see. Definitely going about this very odd, but it's working, so it's okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this is part of the reason why I've been really leery to do any like plan with me videos, is because it takes me a long time and there's not like I feel like this is really boring. You're just kind of seeing me drawing lines with a ruler. But I mean, it will get more exciting, I guess. I don't know. So, but hopefully, you can always come back if this part's boring you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's just see. So in the past, except for the last few months, I've had so many other pages that went along with my spread, and I'd like to get back into a habit of that. So, for instance, this was something that was really sweet I did for my papa. I wrote like a letter to him. He's passed away, and I made like a little collage of his stuff. But like I used to have all these other pages that went along with journaling and watercoloring out like the cards for the month and all of that. I'm keeping you company while you fold laundry. That's nice. I always like that. Yeah, I have to remember sometimes that how I watch videos is like when I'm cooking or listening to them while I'm driving or when I'm doing my laundry and stuff, and sometimes it doesn't even really matter. It's just having something in the background and like listening to that. So I totally get it. Now here's where it gets tricky because I lay the paper over it on the other side, so I close off my grid, but because of making the other section, I kind of just eyeball where I want it to start, and use the use my best judgment here with the ruler. So now I'll need so I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, no wait, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'll do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday on the other page, and then I write my cards for the month, which I need to talk to you guys about. We need to think this out. So this is kind of what I typically will do on the other side. Does that make sense? Okay. So I will only need 3 rows here. And how big do I normally? 3 inches. So each of these squares are 3 inches. So I'm going to start it about here. And let's see, make sure this is lined up right. This looks pretty good. So here's going to be my 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. It's gonna kind of look weird because I think this paper was cut on a diagonal, so it might kind of like come up to this edge weird, but I really don't care. And then I'm gonna do the same here. There's a little fly again. That's kind of gross. So you see here, try and make this I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do it again down here. Yeah, see, like it's on a diagonal. Well, you can't probably see, but that's all right. Let's see. I feel like this page is going to turn out a bit wonky. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see my dots, but because this page is cut on a diagonal, my line is going to butt up right next to it here, but it's going to be like further away here. So that's probably going to drive me crazy, but we're just going to go for it. We're going to do it. It's going to be all good. So I'm going to first draw my line from here to here. This already seems like it is off to me. It's on a diagonal. How do I fix this? Let me draw this across because I know this one's good. So, oh, the ruler moved. Oh well. See? The ruler moved! No! Oh well. I'll make it work. Dang it! So now I have a definite wonky line. Oh well. Okay. My Virgo ascendant is cringing. Okay. It's so wonky. Oh well. What am I gonna do, huh? Not much. It's in there now. Or I guess if it really bothers me, I could always just cover up the whole thing and start again, but that seems really extra, doesn't it? Doesn't that seem like super extra? This line is definitely crooked. Oh. Okay. We'll go for it. Oh, we went for it. My journal is full of weird lines. Yeah. Embrace the imperfection. It's hard, Angie. It's so hard. Look at how wonky it is. Mostly, I think it's because of oh, no, I can just see that I drew it very wonky, but that's okay. We're going with it. We're going with it, people. It's gonna be okay. So here's what I'm gonna do is go from here to here. Oh man. Okay. Go from here to here. We can do it. We can do it, people. Am I like totally out of frame with this? Just let me know in the comments because I can't really see it and do it at the same time. So if I start to like pull it out of frame, just be like, hey girl, straighten your shit out. So you guys can actually see what I'm doing because it's boring enough right now with me just drawing lines. Okay. You know what? I think I want to measure this out. Yeah. So here's 3, because it's not going to line up right on the page. So you can see how people would quickly get frustrated or bored with mapping this out every month. I can definitely see how people would not want to do that. Like, they don't have time. You know, I've thought about just kind of like pre-planning all of these grids out at the beginning of the year, like taking a second and like at least mapping out the calendar portions and like letting the other part come naturally every month, just to save me some time, because this does kind of take a lot of time up. But again, I don't know, I just enjoy sitting down every month and kind of making time. You know, I could be watching TV right now with my boyfriend, or I could be, well, I have a heaping pile of laundry behind me. And I'm not saying that you need to like ignore your chores or the things that you need to get done, but I think if you want to do something like this, you can definitely create time somehow. Your goof giggle is life right now. Thanks. Just leaving my ER nurse job the day after a holiday. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Andrea. That's like one of the most amazing jobs to me. I literally don't know how you guys do that. That place was pure madness. You're helping me find my peace again. Oh, I'm so glad. And I'm so glad that my messing up giggles is making you happy. Wonky lines are perfect for journals that they are the epitome of life. Okay, I was like, the epitome. Oh, the epitome. The epitome. I'm like trying to read these comments from like an angle, so I apologize, guys. Lost Mama. Hey, guys. Hey to everybody watching and just joining in. We just kind of mapped out a little bit of this guy to start with, and I'm going to go back and probably put a little bit of watercolor maybe throughout here, just a little bit of like pale pinks and maybe a little bit of like, I don't know, burnt umber, light burnt umber or something, but I just kept it real simple. And then I'm trying to map out the wonky ass lines for January. So I want to pick my color palette. I feel like I don't know, I'm very specific about the color palette, and I feel like January needs to be blue. So I was going to use these to kind of pick out my color palette, but I feel like I just want it to be blues. Let me see what kind of blue markers I have to work with here. Hold on. And then I have my whole new thing of markers, or pens, like my fine tip markers. Where's my fine tip markers? I just want like very wintry, because it's winter where I am. I want a very wintry looking blues, clean. This might be too like bright for me. I don't know. I like that. Okay, that's pretty much the same color. Okay, I love that too. I like this, but I think I like this gray one better. This is a bit too like June or July blue to me, even though I love that seafoamy green. I think I want it to be a little bit more clean but dreary blues. Now let me try and find a good blue in here for a fine tip. Ooh, it's like a purpley blue. That could be cool. That's like the blue I just put away. Bye, Angie. Thanks for hanging out. I'm just I don't know. I was going to do this anyway, so I thought I would go live. If anybody has any interest in this, that's great. Ooh. Okay. That's really close to the other one I have. Let's find, I need one more blue here. Wait, was this the one that was like purpley? Yeah, I want this one for sure. And then we'll do the black, right? Should we do the black? Yeah, it'll be black. What's this one? What does this one look like? It's way too light. We'll keep her out anyways. Okay. So here is what we're working with. Our colors. Don't forget a touch of silver. Yeah, I was thinking like white, but I think you're right. I think silver. So that's where I'll bring and get my gel pens, I think. Oh, let's see. Should we use silver or white? I kind of like your suggestion of silver. So let me find my bag of gel pens and stuff. Let's see. Where is my silver? This is like a sparkly silver. I don't know how well this pen works though. Ooh, she's perfect. Okay. Oh, yay. Because this one will go and complement this guy real well. And this one. Okay, I feel good about this. Fun. A lot of the times I like for like the introduction page to kind of match or complement like the inside of the calendar, just because it's more fun. Like I have very, you know, I don't know, this, I feel like this goes with this, but I don't care. I really don't care this time. Okay, so what I do, I want to see the colors I just mapped out actually. I did it on the back of my little notebook sketchbook thingy. Okay, so I can see what's happening. So I think I want the January to be this blue. And I always love to set it up this way where I am just, now the only thing is I didn't leave room again for the months. It's going to get condensed up here. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to keep going and I'll figure it out when I come to it. So I love to do it this way every single month. It's something I don't have to think about. But I think it just looks really nice and simple. Okay. And then I'll let that dry for a second and then I'll go back over the top with the black or maybe another color and kind of do a little cursive. Can you guys see that? Okay. I kind of feel like I want to make these lines thicker. That's not the right pen for that. Okay. Do I want to do this? Yes, it's happening. If they weren't wonky before, they're definitely gonna be wonky. Maybe I'll just make like the whole box shadowed. Put like dimension to it. Okay, that's a little better. It's more fun. I'm gonna go back. I'll just leave that out. there's a specific black marker that I am looking for. I think it might be in my purse. So we will just use this one. I feel like this one's too fine tip. Oh no, that wrote nice. I don't know if you guys could just see that. Okay. Do I have this in frame? I can't even tell if I have it in frame. I'm so sorry, guys. It's like crooked and all that. I'm trying to map out how I want to do this. Okay. My phone. What just happened on my phone? Okay. It's coming out of the little holder I have it in. Sorry for the flash of my hand. Okay, so I just went back and kind of overlaid like a little simple cursive over the top of this. I think I want to do it again with the silver, or maybe outline the January with a little bit of silver Sharpie. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna kind of go like this and accent the January in the back with the silver. You probably won't be able to see it very much on the camera. Who knows? Ooh, this is like real watery. Gel pens are always so hit or miss. Yep, this is not working, so kibosh that idea. Okay, how do I want to do my numbers for them? I liked how I had the little, just a little pop of color for December. Just had a little pop of color. So I think I'm going to do that here as well with the bright blue. So what did we say it starts on? Wednesday? I think it starts on a Wednesday and ends on a Thursday. Let's just double check. So the first is on a Tuesday and the 31st is on a Thursday. So this is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we would put our one here. That's not a very good pop of color. Oh well. We'll just go through and keep going then. Oh, it looks good on the other page. 5. Oh, I just made my 4s 2 different ways. Goodness gracious, embrace the imperfection, huh? It would drive me crazy if I was watching this. All right, I did it, you guys. I'm gonna come back and create this shadow again though around the 1st, because I didn't realize that that's the wrong side of the marker. I'll have to do something fun there. So, because these are from, I'll just kind of box these 2 days out because they're from the last month. They're from December. So we'll put theirs in like this light color. So 29 and 30. Okay. Fun. Now, how else do I want to do this? So I have to map out, let me go back. I always forget what I do. So I really liked how I did the days of the week here. Let me look at my other months and some of the ways that I've done it. Because there's been other times where I've messed up too and didn't leave rooms. Okay, I did stickers here. I might have to resort to stickers this month, but then I don't know if it's going to fit in here. It might just have to hang down in the middle of these. Let me pull out my stickers and see what I got. I got this from Staples as well. And I really like this one, but it's very like spring and summertime based. So I haven't been using these stickers a whole lot lately because you can see they're very like spring and summer. Where's the days of the week? Okay. See, I already used the blue for this. Is there, oh no, my oil. Okay. I think there's more days of the week because I already used the bluish green. There's only pink left and I really don't want to use pink this month. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna have to get creative. I don't want to use the pink. How am I going to do this? Let me look how I did in other months as well. I used the stickers there. I wrote them out like that for September. Oh man. Ooh, I wrote them real small for October. Oh, it's so blurry. It's so blurry. Maybe I'll just go about it like this. Yeah, I'll just have to write them real small. I think that's how I'm going to go about it. And I'm going to use this like purpley color. It's like a purpley blue. Just write it super, super thin. Just going to try it out and see what happens. I don't even think this is in frame for you guys to see, but I'll pull it closer when I'm done so you can see. We're getting close on this side. I think it's gonna work. All right, see? You just make it work. You just go with the flow and make it work. If it would focus, you'd be able to see it if it focused. I think it might be backwards. Is it backwards for you guys too? Oh, no, it's not. It looks on my computer like it's coming up. But it's, I just wrote the words in really small. Not my favorite way I've ever done it, but that's okay. I think what I'm going to do too is wait for that to dry a bit and maybe go over it with a light marker for some background color. But that's risky business, so we're going to wait a second. I'll try and find a really lightly colored. Like, is this one light or is this one deceiving? So I have this one. Thank you so much, Veronica. Let's see. How light is this color? I feel like it's deceiving. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that one. All right, we'll come back to that. I'm leaving this out though. But that's the color I didn't want to use. It's very seafoamy. You know what? Cancel that. Forget it. Okay. So I think that I liked cutting out these cards, but I want to find one that kind of goes with. Cool. I need somebody to help me with this real, put a user in a timeout. You're in a timeout, Mr. or Mrs. I'm not going to assume. Let's see. Hide user on this channel. Sorry guys, I had a troll. I had to kind of fix that for a second. Okay. Let's see what else kind of cards I have to play with. If any of them kind of go off our little color schemes here. I'm dropping things. See, this one's too... I mean, that's pretty, but that's very springtime. It's very springtime. I think a lot of these will probably be pretty springtime. What is all the rest of this crap that I just pulled out of my drawer? I don't know if any of these are going to work. I mean, that's pretty, but that's pink. What is this? Oh, it's a recipe handwritten by my grandma for her refried beans, which is actually, they're amazing, actually. Yeah, none of those are going to work. None of those are going to work. Okay, let's see what else kind of things I have stashed away for bullet journaling. Oh, I also have things that I stashed back here. Do I have anything that I could use to my advantage? Ooh, I have this. Let's see. These are the cards I get. I love to save these. This was paper that one of you guys sent me in the love mail. There's like a handwritten thing on the back of here, but instead of throwing it out when I was done, I could save these. But they're pink. Ugh. Is it gonna be a pink January? I think these are gonna have to be saved for another month. Thrilling footage, you guys. Just thrilling, I'm aware. But this is what happens when I plan out my bullet journal. This is real life. So, okay. Wow, who came back? Nikki, can I make you a moderator, please? I'm gonna make you a moderator, okay? Nikki, will you help me? If you're gonna be here, please help me. All right. Hide user on this channel. Okay, thanks, Nikki. Yeah, I just can't. I'm trying to do too many things. I'm a distracted person as it is. Okay. So, let's get him, Nikki. Get him. Thanks, Veronica. She was the first person I saw, too. So, no offense to anybody else who's still here watching. Thanks, Nikki. I appreciate it. Okay. So, here's the thing about the monthly cards for me, right? So, I've been doing this I've been doing this for a really long time, where I will stick my 2 cards of the month on the side here, and it helps me every time I access my calendar to kind of remember what my cards are for the month, or to think about them again. And I threw my spread back in April for my birthday. That's in May, and that's when I started my year ahead spread, and this is what I've always done, right? Well, a few months ago, I realized that the decks that I had been using, which was the Fountain Tarot and the Mystical Shaman Oracle by Clipper and Reed, I wasn't connecting to the Mystical Shaman Oracle for my monthly card. So I decided to rethrow the cards using the Sacred Creators Oracle, which is what I used last year and I connected a lot to. And I just still have been, ever since I rethrew the Oracle, I have been doing the 3 cards just so I can still remember, what the last one was, just in case some miracle, started clicking for me kind of thing. But I have the ability to kind of like rethrow it now that it's January, and I don't know. I think, I don't know what I want to do. I think for sure I'm gonna not add the Mystical Shaman Oracle one in here anymore. But here's how I mapped it out in the beginning. So in April, I had thrown my 2 cards per month, so May through April. And so we're here now with the King of Cups and Wild Woman. And then also now my Sacred Creators Oracle was What Does Your Soul Say? And so next month's would be the Fool reversed, which is very interesting for January. Like, to me, I think that's super, super interesting. And then I have the Tower reversed. So I go from the Fool to the Tower reversed, which is like very... As a reader, I'm very open about it, and I know that the Tower brings a lot of good opportunities for me to grow, but I'm also like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, why don't I just rethrow my cards? Also, this is the month that Skylar's coming to visit, and, so I don't want to avoid it, and I know that there's lots of positive things for the Tower card, but because I feel like I haven't really connected to the cards in the last few months, I don't know whether I should just rethrow my whole year ahead spread and start for January, or if I should just rethrow or just continue on. I don't know. I'm very torn. I can't really tell what works right for me. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know what feels like it works best for me. If I should just keep these cards, but also through new cards, or just kind of adopt the 1 month at a time. I don't know. Nikki says sometimes I feel like going live on YouTube and just invite all the trolls. See if I could turn one into having a meaningful conversation. Then I decide, nah, let's not. Yeah, I know. It's difficult. Normally, if I go live, it's planned. So my moderators, like my crew, is here, or at least one of them is able to hang around or know. And they're here to help and stuff. But I know that Angie was here, but she had to leave, and it's all good. But yeah, I appreciate you helping out, Nikki. And if you have to go, then I'll just volunteer somebody else's tribute. So, but I don't know what to do. I feel very torn because I have been connecting with my tarot cards. So maybe I can just keep when I read through the Sacred Creators Oracle for my new Oracle cards, I kept that. I have a picture of it on my phone, so I've just been adding it every time I do the month. But I don't know. See, I have the moon reversed for the Fool reverse and the moon reversed for the Oracle card here. I don't know. I think it's so interesting to start the year off with a monthly card for the Fool reverse, though. Tell me what you guys think about that, because I think it's going to be interesting. So what I think I'm going to do for now, and I'll figure that out later. Relax, Samantha. Play it by ear. Keep your draws, but feel free to redraw if you need to. Yeah, I know, Lost Mama, that's kind of what I'm thinking about, but I've been kind of going through this like internal back and forth for a few months now, where it's like I'll say to myself, oh, I'll just go with the flow and see how it is, and kind of like, just see how I connect. And then I don't, and then I don't know, I've just kind of been going back and forth, and because it's a new year, I feel like it's time for me to like, let's just decide something, like, what do I want to do? Does it feel like I need to redraw? Does it feel like I need to, because I don't know, I feel like since back in like maybe the end of October is when I've kind of been feeling like, oh, I don't know where to go with this. Should I switch up the way I'm doing it? I still like being able to look at it every month in my bullet journal, but something's got to give. Like there's changes that need to occur, and I'm not too sure yet how I want to go about that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just block off 2 sections for a tarot card and an oracle card, and then kind of think about it again tonight and maybe in the next few days and see what feels right. And then I'll come back, and if I decide to just keep what I have, I'll put it there. And then, if I want to redraw, then I can do that later. But it's something to think about because I feel like I've talked a lot on my channel about how connected I am to throwing my monthly cards and what a beneficial thing it is for me. And within the last few months, whether it's just the hustle and bustle of me traveling a whole ton or whatever, I felt really disconnected from it. So this is just how I'm going to go about it. And I think I'm just going to make the sections for it. I really liked how I did November's though. So let me go back to November's. But I do appreciate you kind of letting me, Lost Mama is like kind of like chill out. And I do agree. Like I can overthink a lot of things, but I think I've been trying to be very like go with the flow and free with this for the past few months and just see like what comes to me, what works, and nothing's really coming to me, nothing's really working. So I think I kind of just want to like make a decision, Veronica says, I think sticking with what you have has merits, especially with the full reverse. You always have the option to add. Yeah, that's what I think, at least because the tarot cards have been working for me. I just haven't been really working with them all that much. So I think I'm going to keep the tarot card and leave the oracle card blank and decide whether or not I want to stick with my sacred creators, because I read through with the sacred creators and I still haven't felt connected to it. So something else I had in mind was to redraw my oracle card from now until April using my color mage and just work with a color a month. And that sort of feels the best for me right now, because who knows if it's even going to connect still. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to totally... Oh my gosh, John Smith! What the heck? Yeah, no, thanks, Nikki. What is going on? Whatever. We have a lot of people coming in with very sexual comments on my bullet journaling, witchy bullet journaling video. So this must be really turning a lot of people on, watching me draw wonky lines and figuring out what my monthly tarot card's going to be. It really just gets people's gears going. I didn't even know, so you're welcome, everybody. What the hell? Okay, so I think I'm going to do that. And I really liked how I did the big dark drop shadows for the boxes in November or October, so I think I'm gonna stick with that again. Let's just map this out. I'm gonna keep my tarot card box kind of like this. I'm not gonna measure this, I'm just gonna kind of freehand this because it doesn't really have to be perfect. This box doesn't. Then I'm going to make one for the oracle card. I definitely didn't like the feeling of having 2 oracle cards, but when I read through for the Mystical Shaman Oracle and I did the Sacred Creators Oracle, I felt the same way as what you said, Veronica, about how there's merit in the ones I've already thrown. So I felt like I just wanted to keep it there in case for whatever reason it finally clicked or something, just to have it there. But it just still hasn't, and I don't know if it's the deck or what. I really had high hopes for the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and I know that a lot of people either love or hate Colette Baron Reed decks, but I normally really get along with them. But I've actually had a difficult time connecting to the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and but I love it so much. I want to connect to it, so I still have high hopes for it. The Sacred Creators have become very useful to me, but as clarifiers for tarot cards. On their own, they don't speak as loud for me. I can see that, definitely. The year ahead spread that I drew for last year, though, I used Sacred Creators Oracle, and it was like sometimes more profound than the actual tarot card for me. So that's why I read through it with that deck. I just really enjoyed using that as like my monthly spread card, but it's not doing its thing this time. So, okay. I think I'm going to use this one again to write tarot card. Tarot card. For whatever reason, I like to put a little heart in between there. I don't think you can even see this. Sorry, guys. I don't have like a professional setup here to be able to show you what I'm doing. I just wrote like tarot card, a little heart. I'm going to do the same on the other side where it says oracle card. Can't believe all the trolls. Okay, so I just did that, and I am going to draw in my box with a fine black marker, and then I'm going to go back with a thicker black marker and make the drop shadow. Oh, wonky line. It's okay. Okay. I just had a really cute idea that I have been doing, and I'll show you for the past few months. I think I'm going to use this side. Where's the November one? How far did I go out with that drop shadow? Really liked the way that looked. It was October's. Okay. I think that this drop shadow that I'm making was spawned from a mistake, if I'm remembering that right. Like this big drop shadow I think was there because I had messed up before. So, but now I really like how that turned out, and I'm going to do it again. Gives it a little bit more dimension. It just looks fun, more bold. Okay, and something else that I haven't been really doing that I really loved was taking Andy Matzner's Journaling the Tarot book, and whatever card I have, which is for the month, which is the Fool reversed. I will go through here and I will pick out like 6 or so questions, and I'm just gonna mark this page real quick so I don't. And then I will create a page to do some journaling, but I haven't really been doing it all that well. Like here, I missed for this month. So, journaling for the 4 of Cups. So here's where I picked, and I just kind of put in, there's only like a few spaces for maybe 1 or 2 sentences, but, yeah, I think I'm going to do that again. I don't think I'll have time. I don't know if I'll have time to do that tonight, but we'll see. So what's everybody doing? There is quite a few people watching. I think a lot of people are probably doing like somebody else said, just have me on in the background while they're folding laundry or doing something, because it's not really a video that you want to pay too much attention to, especially. So that looks really nice and bold. I kind of wanted to do that, like create that for this whole thing. So how can I go back now and make this a little bit bolder on the sides? It's not going to make sense light-wise if I was like really trying to think this out. because the shadows are coming from two different places, but I don't really care. I just like how bold it looks. Wonky lines. All right, I'm drawing out my monthly in my bullet journal. Yay! I find this very relaxing and inspiring, so I'm listening to this while getting ready for bed. Yay, I love that. Thanks for letting me know what you guys are doing. You know, that didn't really work out like I wanted it to. I think what I'm going to do is just make this drop shadow down here a little bit deeper. And then call it good. I mean, it doesn't look bad, it just wasn't really what I was going for. Do it here too. Okay. I definitely want some like silver accents somewhere, but I don't know how I'm doing that yet. Here's what I was going to talk about. For the past couple months, I've been taking and like finding cute little quotes, cute little quotes or like little poems or something on Pinterest or on the internet. And like I found this on Pinterest from the White Witch Parlor, like a little Yuletide prayer for December that I put down here. And I think I had something for November too. Let me just see. You guys are getting like a glimpse into. Okay, didn't have one for November, but I definitely had something. See all this stuff I used to do. Yeah, so I had a little quote here. And I don't know, here's where I put the bonus card up here. That's how I did it for October. I don't know. I think what I want to do is, I was just looking at was it the Ostara or the Cesarabito Tarot? So it's the Cesarabito Tarot. So she has a little quote for each card. So let's look at the Fool. It says, the fool is at the beginning of our journey. While we commonly see acting a fool as a bad thing, in this sense, that is not so. The fool has beginner's mind, has no strings attached, and is free of fear and preconception. He is the wanderer, childlike and innocent, able to take risks and be spontaneous. The fool can represent a fresh start, a new path, or a new beginning and great potential. He is the spirit in search of experience, open and unaware of his own supposed limitations. Significant change may be coming. Take risks, confront fears, embrace the unknown. I love the Fool in this deck because it's an old man. I'm not going to take time to pull it out, but the reverse says, beware of getting stuck in old habits and patterns of thought and being afraid of the unknown. Conversely, do not be overly reckless or foolhardy, trampling on yourself or others. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this quote here that she has in this guidebook and put it down in the corner here of this open space. And I think I'm going to try and find some more paper like this to kind of cover up this mark, and I can write that out on. It says, if your mind is empty, it is always ready for anything. It is open to everything. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind, there are few. Love that. Okay, so let me try and find some paper. Dun, 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 dun. So here's a question. Should we stick with our color of this, like, should we stick? I think we should stick with that. I was going to say, would it be cool to have like a little bit of this gray down here? Ooh, that could be cool. I don't even know if you guys can see the difference. Can you see the difference? That might be kind of cool. Or it might give it a little bit more balance over here with the, I think I'm just going to stick with this. Let me see what you guys say. And actually, I have to take a bathroom break, so I'll be right back. I have to pee. You guys let me know in the comments what you think looks better. Do you think I should keep with this one? I kind of feel like I should keep with this one, but I don't really care that much if you think it would be cool to keep a little bit of like this little gray down here. And I might be able to pull some of this out and maybe stick it up on this side, even it out. Let me know what you think. I have to pee. I'll be right back. It wouldn't be a Samantha Menzel live stream if I didn't take a bathroom break, huh? Okay, stick with the other, oh, hold on. In the spirit of the fool, I say gray, Nikki says. Stick with the color on the left, I think. The brown. Sketch with the blue and silver snowflakes. That's how I was thinking snowflakes too, Lost Mama. And then the gray would look good if the color scheme of January includes silver. I think it's a good idea personally, but might result in a busy look in just my opinion. Okay. I like Nikki's idea of the spirit of the fool, but I kind of agree with it looking too busy. So I'm going to compromise and use more of like this grayish color and the silver just in general. And I think I'm going to save this piece for another page or another month. And I think we're going to just cut a little bit of this page. Let me just kind of cut a square and I'll make it smaller if I need to. Okay. I think what I want to do, because I really want to cover up this like fudge spot here that I did, layer gray and brown. I thought about that too, Lost Mama. I thought about that too. I think what I'm going to do so that I can make sure this goes all the way to the edge is like tape it down and then cut around it so it like forms around the page. Let me see here. So I definitely am reusing the paper. Oops, wrong side. I like to use every bit of this paper that they give us because it's really great quality. And if I feel like I'm not going to use it anymore, oh goodness, this is going to be risky here. Let me just stop talking for a second so I don't screw this up. Okay. Because like I said, Sam, I am going to steal your idea and use the extra apartment from the Witch's Moonbox in my bullet journal. Rhonda, feel free. I've been literally saying that every month because like once I feel like I've used it or that I don't need it anymore, if there's anything that I don't want to remember from these pages, I will, you know, cut those out and set them aside or something. But you know, if you feel like they're just gathering in a drawer and you're not using them, like it's magical paper to me. Like it has a lot of love and attention in it, and to be able to use it, it's great quality. It gives a lot of extra little color to your bullet journal, and I really like reusing it. So, and you know, low waste kind of mindset. Okay, so I have to be real careful because there's glue or you know, tape glue on the other side. So now I'm just gonna cut this out like so. See how sticky it is? Ah! You gotta be real careful with it. But it works wonders, I tell you. Satisfying. Okay, let's take a look. Ta-da! It fixed. And it looks really cool, actually. I like the way that looks. So, let's sketch out or write out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit that whole quote in there. I'm going to have to write so small. That's a big quote. Oh, man. Maybe I can put the quote along the bottom instead and do something else over here. I'm rethinking this. This is a pretty long quote. I guess I'm going to try and write it out and see if it fits or not. Because I can always erase it if it doesn't. But I have a feeling doing it in cursive too. If your mind is empty, it is always ready for anything. Oh, I think I can. That's really small writing. I think I might even keep it in the pencil and not go back over it. Put it in your own words. I could. I'm a bit tired though. So I kind of just want to keep the quote the way it is and then maybe add some of my own, maybe I'll add some of my own flair in here. And what I like to do, I guess I didn't really show you this part if you haven't seen any of my bullet journal videos, is in the past for my monthly cards, I will, let me go back. So I do this. So I will take my tarot card and give it a whole page, and I will give my oracle card a whole page, and up here I will take, you know, keywords or quotes or, you know, my own knowledge on what the cards mean and put them up here for like a reversal and all these different things. And then throughout the month, I will journal any experiences or connections that I have with the card as it goes on down. This is like the before and the after. So I do a whole lot of that in my own words. And right now I'm pretty tired. So I think I'm just going to copy the quote and call it a day. But I do like your suggestion, and I try to adopt that in other pages. Is always ready for anything. I'll read it again once it's all done. And it says, in the beginner's mind, I think keeping this in the pencil too will add a little bit more of that gray element in that we were looking for, and not going back over it in like the black pen like I was going to. There are See, I feel like this is so boring. Like, I don't know. I don't need you guys to keep giving me compliments. Like, I'm not trying to fish for like, oh my god, no, I love this so much. I really don't need that. It's just as I'm doing this, like, I realize that you can barely see what I'm doing. That this, I don't know how how interesting this is. And I think that's really been my apprehension for, you know, doing something like this live, and filming it is to try and edit a video of me putting it together is even more work. Like, I just don't have the energy to try and do that every month. But okay, definitely made enough room, so I'm pretty happy about that. Expert's mind. There are few. Cute. So fine print. Let me put the name of the person who did the quote. I don't see. Okay. Here's what it looks like. Let me make sure I have this written right. I am a new sub, and this is my first live stream. Gotta say I'm enjoying and coming up with many ideas for my own journal. Thanks. Oh, thank you, Lost Mama. You've been really interactive and giving me really great ideas and stuff. So thanks for subscribing. I love meeting new people and getting closer with people through things like this. It's really amazing that we have a platform that does that. So I put it, it's really super fine print. I think it looks really nice and dainty and simple in the corner. It just kind of like ties the whole thing together. So I think I'm just going to leave it how it is. It says, if your mind is empty, it is always ready for anything. Which I think is kind of a funny sentence, but we'll go with it. It says, oh, see, I missed a part of it. I missed part of it. Hold on, wait. It is ready for anything. It is open to everything. So that's why I was like, I feel like, oh, dang it, I missed part of the quote. Well, we're going to keep it the way it is. That's how it's supposed to be, I guess. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind, there are few. I want to rewrite it, but I'm going to leave it. Because I feel like that's a really important part of the first sentence that I missed. I put, if your mind is empty, it is always ready for anything. And then it goes, in the beginner's mind. But in the quote, it says, if your mind is empty, it is always ready for anything. It is open to everything. Which, whatever, I'm just going to leave it. I think it's still cool. So it is what it is. I meant to write it that way because that's how I need to read it, right? That's how we're going to go. That's the gist. Right. Cool. We're going to keep it like that. So now I am going to look up some Snowflake Doodles so that I can get some ideas. Oh, that's cute. I'm looking at my computer right now. You guys can't see it, but I'm a bit tired to come up with. I think I might just do like little cross stars, but I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that's real simple that I can like put in the corner. Like, I like that. That's cute. To make one or two bigger snowflakes. I really want to use this silver, but it doesn't come up very well. Let me just see what it looks like if I make like a little, oh, that does look nice actually. These are more like stars that I'll make with the silver than the, oh, that's really cute. You can't really see it on the camera because it's not focusing per usual, but it actually looks really good on the paper. So I'm just going to put one right here. Looks more like a little star, but that's okay. Put one up here by January. And I'll pull out the other markers and do this too. Put one here. Okay, I'm gonna go back and probably do another one of those, but let me pull out. What does this one look like again? Oh, this is a very bright blue. Okay. I'm gonna try to attempt this snowflake that I see. Let me put it up here so I can see. Oh man. If you want to write it down, do it bigger on the left, open to everything, but leaving it good. Leaving it sounds good. Yeah, I don't know, Nikki. I'm getting really tired. I think I'm leaving it the way it is. I've adopted it my own way. I've made the quote into what I wanted to do. So, let's see. Infancy script. In fancy script. That was funny. That made me laugh. Okay. Let me go back here. So I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. But I'll show you after if you can't. Trying to make a little snowflake doodle. It's not turning out amazing, but it's not the worst either. Not my best doodle. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. I think, how am I gonna fix that? I think I'm gonna go back over this section with silver. This did not work out. I think if I kind of make this another one of these, it would look better. I kind of threw off the dimensions, but. Okay. Here's my wonky little, my little snowflake. It's very, this is just a wonky month. This month is just a bit wonky. I really haven't been into my bullet journaling lately, and I feel like it's definitely showing. I'm gonna fix this a bit. Okay. I'm going back and adding this silver over this section that I didn't like how it looked. And it's covering up that part really good. Okay. I fixed it a little bit. Man, I love gel pens. Does anybody use gel pens still? Because I do, and I freaking love gel pens. They're so fun. Sometimes they're really difficult to use, and other times they're just so perfect, and they make everything look so pretty and sparkly, and okay, that fixed that snowflake a little bit to me. So yay. I don't know. Come on, phone. I made a little snowflake down here. And let's see what else I can do. Let me see some other snowflakes that are most of these are like so complex. Like I just put in Snowflake Doodle on Pinterest to get ideas, and they're so intricate. And like I could do that if I wanted to, but I'm just trying to find something simple. So I guess I'm just gonna kind of go with it. um, let's see. I want to put one down here. I think I liked just this simple. Okay, leaving that one the way that that is. See, this is why I can't fancy a Buju. It would exhaust me. All the choices and wanting it to be pretty. I stick to my Midori and Splash watercolor and stuff. I would give up before finishing. Wouldn't get around to journaling. Haha. Yeah, and that's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, I definitely see that. But like, this is what I really enjoy doing. Like, this comes with making any art for me. Is there's choices, and it has to have a good compromise between, for me, between like having a flow and just kind of going with it, and then also like planning out, or kind of setting things up beforehand. Like for instance, I was just playing with my watercolors for the first time in a really long time, and trying to kind of depict what I think, a modern, almost mermaidy look to Coventina like illustration would be. So I was kind of basing it off the Dorian Virtue Coventina and some of the other symbology that I see, kind of resonating with her, and I was just messing around, and a lot of it was just kind of like going with the flow. But then at a certain point, it was like, okay, I have an idea here. I really want to make sure that it comes across. Focus and a focus. Now I have I started going with the flow, and, I have an idea, but now let's fine tune the details and kind of make it a little bit more refined. So I think this was a good example of me kind of just going with the flow and not planning it out too much, but still wanting it to come out the way that I want, with like a good give and take kind of thing. But I think as well, like the more I have art in my practice, whether it's bullet journaling or watercolor or intense oil paintings, um, it's more so for me, like the less that I do it, the more finicky and the more perfectionist I become. And the more I have like a good routine of doing art, the more it just kind of happens. But because I feel very out of practice with a lot of things, I definitely can see how I'm, definitely, I don't know, I can just see how I'm more of a perfectionist in what I'm doing right now, is because I'm so out of practice with it that it seems like I have to like think more on what I'm doing. Also, I've been filming all day and I'm just really tired. Um, I do like little doodles and stamps and splotches of color, not too much though. I have seen journals where you can't even see the writing of the to-do lists or appointments. True, I can see that happening. Yes. No, I totally get where you're coming from, Nikki. I think a lot of people feel mostly how you feel, where it's just like, who's got the time or the effort to try and think that hard about a journal? Like, the whole beauty of the bullet journal is just to be able to make a quick list and to not think about it, and all that. But this has become kind of like so therapeutic for me. And like I said in the beginning, like if I'm feeling like I'm getting too far away from being able to create artwork on a regular basis, this is the opportunity for me to get back to that, I guess. Ooh, this one's weird. Oh, I definitely made mistakes there. Let's fix this somehow. Don't like that. Okay. Dum dum. Trying to fix this. But like, I've already spent how much time on this, right? Like a lot of people would look at this and say like, yeah, no thanks, That's a lot of effort for me that I could just like go and buy. I could just go and buy a pre-done calendar and add my own things to it. Okay, I saved it. Saved it. So here's what I got so far. I know you can't really see it the way that I have it on the ground or on the desk. I'll go back and put in any important dates, the new moon and the full moon. Actually, I have the new moon. Let's add the new moon and the full moon now because I did a spread. Oh, I can also add the full reversed here. Let's use the same. Just looking how I've done it in the past to see what I like. Oh, that one I kept real simple. Okay. Just did that. I used the same marker as I used up in January so that it like had some other sort of big bold letters. I think I'm gonna take this silver. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it, but I'm gonna try it and go over barely. You can barely see this. But whatever. Okay. What else? What else can I do? Should I just leave it blank? I think I want to take and do, so like I've left these blank. Let's see if there's any stickers that are that could kind of go with what we've got going on here. Like one or two little accents. Or I guess I could just add more snowflakes, but let's just see what we've got. Anything. All this is so springtime, which will be nice when it's springtime where I'm at, but it's not. It's very cold. Every day brings a new story. I like that. I like that a lot. So I think I'm going to add this. Oh, that's so white though. That's okay. I think I'm going to add this down here. Every day brings a new story. Like it. It's a very Fool card and beginning of the year as well mindset. So that goes well. It's a little too green. I think a lot of these that I have left here are a bit cheesy, which is okay, but they just, I don't know. So I think I really liked using these like speckled little dots for last month. These ones, let me show you. I liked this little like white accent sticker that I had. Oh, you can't even really see that. Sorry guys, my setup is not the greatest. Okay. All right, I think I'm just gonna draw some more. These are very springtime stickers, so I think I'm just gonna draw some more snowflakes. I really liked that quote there, though. I think I'm just gonna draw snowflakes across the top. Let me use this like a purpley blue. There was a polar bear to the right corner a few pages back, or a grayish bear. Yeah, it's a gray bear. It's not a polar bear. I don't think. It's like more like a grizzly bear. But I will go back and look. I think he might, I don't know if I'd have any room either for that sticker. Let's just see. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah, I do like that little bear. It's got a little bow on it. Let's see if it would look good somewhere. Because if not, I can use it for another page. Put the little bear down here. I feel like it's a bit bold. What do you guys think? You are not feeling the bear. But like I do like the bear for maybe the like to add to, like I like the idea of like the bear being for January, like adding it to one of these pages or something. Like I think I'm gonna put it down here because I don't know what I'm gonna put here yet, but I think I'm gonna put it down there. That's cute. Yeah. So I'll use the bear, but I don't know if there's enough room on here. Okay. A little bit more of this here. This one, I'm not even sure if this is going to show up. Let's try this. Oh, it's so light. I actually really like it. You're not going to, I definitely don't think you're going to be able to see this in the video, but it looks really good on the paper. Because it's like really faint gray. It's almost like that silver that we wanted to, maybe you can kind of see it. Hey to whoever is coming in and out. Sherry Bug D just showed up. But he made it. Whoop whoop. Yeah, Nikki, I think he's super cute. Just didn't fit on the page right. So, oh, I really like this gray. Let's put a really nice one right here. I feel like another guy right here. Okay, now I feel like I'm Bob Ross. We're just gonna add a happy little snowflake right here. Your silly little mistakes can turn into wonderful experiences. If I only could be Bob Ross, that would be my one true goal in life. Okay. I think I'm gonna go back this little guy again. This is thrilling footage, I know, but I'm having the time of my life. It's a winter wonderland. So cute. Can't believe I messed that quote up. Oh well. This also is very telling of like watching someone with Virgo energy set up a bullet journal. Definitely would be different than watching, say, someone with a Sagittarius energy. Well, depending on what it's mixed with. I'm just saying, a lot of the time Sag is like, it's close, call it, it's good to go. And Virgo is like, everything must be good down to the finest detail, or else it all must go and we must start all from fresh and new. There won't be any mistakes. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the way that this is ending. I think I want one more of these like blue, big blue ones right here. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. And then when I figure out what I want to do and how I want to move forward with the Oracle card, I will just add that in there when I figure out how I want to do that. I think a lot of the detail is going to be difficult for you guys to see on, I guess I can get closer. It's so hard for me to see what's going on here. Camera. So those little snowflakes at the top. In January, and this is where we figured out how to fix this here. So there's the calendar portion. Pisces bullet journal. Tear-stained pages. Sherry Bug, oh my god, I love that. That is so funny. I keep losing connection. Ding dang, tablet. We'll watch later. It's alright, Lost Mama. I am, I'm just doing what I'm doing. Now, this doesn't even go at all for this, but I don't even care. I'll go back and add that watercolor and make it a little bit nicer. But that is the calendar portion. Let's look up where the new and the full moon is for January. So this is the like the key or the legend that I made. And so we go to January, and it looks like the new moon is on the 6th, because I circled it in the silver. So the new moon is on the 6th. If I looked up the right year. Yeah, I'll just put it in here I'm gonna put it in the silver. New moon. So I got the new moon in there. It's in the silver Sharpie, or the silver gel pens. I don't know if it's going to come across again. And then our full moon was on the 21st. Is our full moon. Now, I have been doing a ton of traveling from the end of October to pretty much through December. It's just been really crazy, and I am 98% sure that I will be going down to Florida again for a week in January for my Muggle job, which sounds amazing, but it's going to be a ton of work, and I'm going to be gone. And I think I'm going to be gone throughout this week right here. I'm going to wait to put that in because nothing's confirmed yet, but so I'm really trying to like pre-plan and kind of relax, but also get a lot of stuff done like before and in the beginning of January, because I'll be coming back, and then basically I'll have a few days or like a week, and then Skylar, my best friend from Texas, is going to be coming back again for like the second week in February. So I'm glad that I'm setting up this bullet journal and not waiting, so I can really plan some stuff out, because I feel like I need it, definitely. This came out super cute. I can't believe I put this backwards, but whatever. Normally this comes after, but this is all done. Maybe I should add a few little snowflakes to this section too. Let's go ahead and do that. Kind of tie it in. They're like little stars. Nothing crazy. Well, that's the fat part of that marker. back with this gray. A little snowflake in the middle. Side. And then put a little. Okay, that's enough. Just add it. I already did this and mapped it out for my favorites page for January. Then we have the little bear. I think I'm still going to put my 2019 energy reading that I just filmed and did for myself for the 31 Days of Tarot. And I will take some time to do that later. I'm really tired and I still have way more that I want to kind of plan out and to put in here. Like I said, I want to pick some questions that I like to add in here for the Fool card, which is what I have for the monthly card, the reversal of that. And then also I would like to get back into the habit of mapping out my cards like I did. Oh, it's been a while. Hold on. Let me find one like this where I mapped it out, and then, you know, so you can see here where I started to lose. Like I did not get very much connection, or I didn't feel very drawn to the Mystical Shaman Oracle even back in October. So yeah, I want to do this again. Maybe I can just do this real quick though, because that doesn't take too much time. And it might be nice for me to have that ready to go. Okay, so what two colors? I think I'm going to use this gray color and then the blue. The blue and the gray. And I think I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do the gray on this side and the blue. I kind of just make 2 boxes. It was fun hanging out. Enjoy your evening. This night owl has to go to bed. It's almost 3:30 here. Oops. Oh my gosh, Nikki, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for jumping in as a moderator for me. I really appreciate that. I don't know how I got everyone all riled up with my bullet journaling, apparently. But yeah, I'm almost done too. I think I'm just going to do this last page real quick and then call it a day. Kind of map out where my tarot and oracle journaling is going to go. And I can work on a little bit of this tomorrow. And I like to dive into the guidebooks. It's a chance for me to kind of revisit or get some more, like a different perspective on cards, or kind of freshen up my knowledge on some of the connections instead of like the ones that I just know for certain cards, and kind of like intuit how I feel like the card might connect with me with what I know I have planned or going on that month. Like I said, I'm going to be possibly doing some traveling again for my work in January, so I can try and sit down and kind of correlate a little bit of a sentence as to connecting with that for, you know, this month. But we shall see. Let's see how I normally do this. I just kind of, this I don't really care too much about. I don't spend too much time on this. Just kind of block out some area to write a before and after for. I used to like measure these boxes and make them perfect, and then I mean, I'm pretty good at just like freehanding boxes, so it's not. Watch me just like totally miss the page or something now that I said that and jinx myself. So this is something that you might want to take up yourself if you're looking how to dive into the cards deeper, if you're trying to, you know, learn tarot, or you want like to switch up your, you know, your way to connect with the cards. this is something that I really enjoy doing, is to take a second and to go and do some journaling before. And then I take how I've been doing this, I just think it looks nice and clean, but I'll take whatever color I used on the one side and I'll title my other page tarot card with that. And then I'll take the other one and do oracle card. All right. And I will take I'm going to take this instead of black. Now I'll just put after down here. And over here. And I'll put before up here. Then I'll write in what my cards are. I think I'm going to use the black here. And then again, when I figure out what I want to do with my oracle card, I will put that in there. But that's just how I will map that out. And then I'll take some time in the next day or two to kind of dive into guidebooks or kind of put some notes for what I know the Fool to represent for me. Like I said before, how I might intuit some of the ways that I might connect to it. Especially, I'll probably add like a big section here for reversal. Just because I do have this card reversed and I do like to work with reversals. I mean, I'll put a whole bunch of keywords here. I'm going to leave that the way it is. So I think that's it for today's live stream. I definitely have more to kind of plan out for like the magical side of the bullet journal. This was really kind of just blocking out mostly of like the calendar portion. But I was going to be doing this anyways, so I thought I would pop in live. If you guys want to see me do the rest of the portions for January, let me know, and I can possibly try and do this, the last part live, or do this again live somewhere. That looks really blue and crazy. I might go back with a little bit of black accents to kind of calm that down. But anyways, I love my bullet journal. It is something that means a lot to me. I use it all the time, and spending time to do this is something that's really been important to me. So I hope that you had fun. This was kind of boring, I'm sure, but also maybe a bit calming and inspiring, hopefully. So Cassie Angel said, I'd love to see the rest of the Buju. Thank you, and I will try and do it. I have the next week or so off, so I'm going to be filming a lot and doing things like this and painting and working with my cards and setting things up. So if you guys would like a reading from me, you can visit my website. It's samanthamenzo.com. It's always linked below. I am offering year ahead readings. So if you don't use tarot and you want to have a card for each month for the tarot, you can head on over and purchase my year ahead reading. I already have one client who's purchased the reading that I will be filming in the next couple of days. I'm really excited to do that. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I love you guys very much. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, magical day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.